I don't clarify. Keep up. Hey, I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad at stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Man open. That's Anthony Schwartz.
Here we go. Right.
Tua now on first down. Throw left side complete to Harry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to pass. Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Warner. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The Giants at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
To throw, Warner. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And this Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play. From midfield, here's Tua. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On play action, here's Tua. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Gibson again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On second down, Warner. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll try to run the option here. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to...
And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it. And it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Warner to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Got a man at Schwartz, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tua to throw again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
That was the worst call ever.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and you still...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Warner. Open man is Galladay, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Nickerson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Warner. Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake, now Warner. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's brought in by Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. They'll swing this out to Tony. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Warner. Out to the right here to Wilson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. On 1st down, Nickerson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now receiver in motion left. To throw, Warner. Flushed out right. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Once more, Gibson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come right up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 36. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Ready, break.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a 1st down throw, Warner. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Warner. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Nickerson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nickerson. And he's got some space here. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
2 to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Tua. Throw left side, complete to Herring. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's back to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Back to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play and getting it.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.